Hello, this is Foxton13 again. Long time since my last video. This gun is shown clear, and I have no loaded magazines or round floating around. This is a Colt Mark IV Series 80 Mustang 380 Auto or ACP. So I thought I'm gonna make a video how I do it, not how it should be done, but how I do it. This is a sort of a mini 1911. I love it, I love the gun. It's actually very accurate. On 25 meters I can have this sort of the bullets within this circle. The only negative thing with it doesn't shoot where you aim. On 25 meters is almost half a meter high, and also the instruction delivered with the gun said that you have to aim on a circle. You have to aim on the lower part of the circle. I didn't expect that on a defensive gun, but that's how it is. So I'm gonna send it off to a gunsmith, remove this stainless front sight and put a proper front sight on the gun. I keep the back sight, no problem. The gun works. Sometimes he doesn't lock back on the last round, but it is a bit dented here and the slide stop is a bit rounded. So when I send it to the gunsmith, he will fix that for me. Okay, I already removed the grip plates. That's easy peasy, 4 screws, that's all. Let's field strip the gun. Slide backwards until this dent in the slide lines up with the slide stop. It's a small cam there. Push it from the back side, just like in a 1911. Slide stop. Let it slide forward, and then we have a slide here. Recoil assembly. Don't know if you can see it, but the corner here is a bit rounded. That's one reason for it's not looking back on the last round. Barrel, and the barrel is denting the frame a bit here and also here on this side. So that will the gunsmith fix. Slide itself is pretty rough here in this surface. It doesn't matter as long as the gun works, but here it's very rough also, and that could be a problem, because when the slide goes forward and strip around here, this rough surface can make the next round shift a bit forward in the magazine, and then when the gun cycle next time, the empty might collide in the rounds that's shifted forward in the magazine. So that can be an issue. It isn't an issue today, but it can be. Okay, disassemble the slide just like a 1911. Push in the firing pin, slide the this cover here. Hold your finger here so the firing pin doesn't fly into the room. And here comes the firing pin and spring. Because I forgot to take out the extractor, but that's just like a 1911. The gun has firing pin safety. It's Series 80 gun, Colt. That's here, and you can't disassemble that without disassembling the or removing the backside. I don't do that. As I said, I had already removed the grip plates. That's 4 screws. Next thing on the menu is safety. I have to pull the trigger to let the hammer all the way forward, not on the half notch. So all the way forward, and you of course hold the hammer so you don't destroy the frame. Under this safety, it is a spring-loaded plunger. It can shoot out in the room, it says on the internet, but on my gun it doesn't. But keep the finger here so it doesn't fly all over the place. You see it? Just lift this safety backwards, lift it out, easy. And then we take, or I take, the hammer off. It's this big pin with the plunger in. And I do it with a big one. Just a moment. Because when I do it with a big one, I have more control because it will retain the hammer. A bit more there. Came loose. This pin with retained plunger. Some places it stands that this ain't retained. It can flies out. Hammer lifts out. Let's see if the hammer strut will out. It comes here. This is the hammer strut, and then we have the mainspring. Okay, it won't come out, doesn't matter. Then we're gonna take out the finger spring, and the finger spring is retained with this little clip. And it secures the finger spring in place so it can't shift upwards and come loose. So just a small screwdriver. That one wasn't small enough. Plier might be. Oh, it flies off. But that's okay. I saw where it landed. Take a screwdriver. It's a small hole here. Put the screwdriver in the hole and push the finger spring upwards. Okay, I have to do it here so you can see it, but it's easy. There it came loose. Finger spring. And then I have this one. Take out the ejector and the arm who disconnect the firing pin safety. And here came the mainspring and the sear. Pin came out, and here is the ejector with a cam who disconnects the firing pin safety, and the sear. Now I'm gonna get my clip for the finger spring. Just a moment. Okay, I found the clip, no problem. It sits over the finger spring like this. I forgot to disassemble the mag release, mag catch, but that's pretty easy. It's just like a 1911 and a lot of other guns. Have copied Mr. Browning's patent or way of doing it. Okay, there we are. Now it's retained. Just turn the cam and the cam come off. I can do it, no problem. The cam turns and this one comes and I can spring. Retain a cam, or what's called. Like this. Okay, let's another thing. This pin is rounded in both ends, so it's very hard for me to drive it out. So I have it driven it out to get the trigger itself out, and then you can have this arm, sort of a half trigger bow, if you know the 1911. And it's also with a spring here. I haven't got this one off either because I don't come to this one.